Coach Cal in the cut with a fresh cut, and you see the weather in New York City. It's finally cooperating, so that means we finally got to play some games. And here's my last 3 games, how those looked for me. You see the power numbers is up, so are the strikeouts. Comes with the territory. Let me know in the comment section what your recent games have looked like. I'm interested to know who's balling out and who's struggling. We're here to improve. Anyways, this one trick that I want to teach you is like a piece of a puzzle, right? And it helps me do one thing, sanity. Let's talk about that trick now. First things first, you gotta trust the action. Now, here's a few clips of me not trusting the action and instead getting caught between yes and no. And as you can see, they kind of add up. So if you don't nip it in the butt right away, you're gonna keep not trusting, whether it's a check swing or just going up there thinking that you're gonna walk. Now, trusting the action allows you to not hope hit. A lot of guys go up there hoping to get a hit, when in reality, you shouldn't be focused on the hit. You should be focused on the task at hand, and that's getting your body in the right position to do some damage. And then once you're in that position, you got to trust it with a yes, not a no, not a maybe. It's like your God has to stop you from swinging this bat. That's how yes I want you to be. Now, this next move I want you to focus on is to break it down. Now, one of the most obvious adjustments I have to make is making sure that I hit those outside pitches a little further up. Also swing at the slider. And I know all this stuff because I've wrote it down, and I have a hitter's book that I highly recommend you guys invest your money and time into. You allow yourself to make adjustments quicker and sooner. And one adjustment I gotta make is with this ball. Yes, I did fill it up with some air. I just couldn't show you guys, but let's go fix these mistakes. Whoa, oh my God. That was quick. But anyways, the main thing I want to do, the main trick that I like to use is to get into that spot. I know what you're thinking, like, yo, Cal, why are you wearing a long sleeve, a black underarm? Yo, my tan is ugly. I'll show y'all later, but my tan's bad, and I think long sleeves help even the tans out. But anyways, the second I started focusing on timing my load instead of timing my swing was when I saw things HD, 4K, maybe like what you're watching this video on now. That vision becomes different just because you're already ready. Speaking of ready, here's my little book, my hitting book right here. I'm not going to show you what's in it, but there's some writing on here for each at-bat that I've had. The context within the book can be found with these 2 books. Some must-read books right there. So yeah, speaking of that hitting book that I highly recommend you utilize, some of what's in this is to make sure that, first of all, I ask myself 2 questions. What I do good and what could I do better? And a lot of the do-betters have to do with high pitches and then also hitting these away pitches a little bit too out in front. So I'm going to kill 2 stones with 1 bird here.
Don't keep going. You should have killed
stones.
stones.
I'm going to put it high and away. And also the strikeouts, man. I just, all 4 at bats was like athleticism first. That's what happened. I tried to be too fine. I ended up not getting even a fastball. I think I got 1, but it was a ball inside, and pulled that thing very foul.
Oh, that's gonna cause an accident.
I just wasn't going to let them throw that fastball by me because they didn't throw it all day. They just kept throwing sliders and curves, and I had to adjust. And a lot of them, I felt like I was just right on. Like, you'll see the elbows working perfect together, and I just hold it. And I think that's what's going to separate you as a good hitter from good to elite, is being able to even get hits off of sliders that you're not comfortable hitting. You're not always going to get fastballs, man. The higher the level you go, the more they can throw their off speeds for strikes. So being a fastball hunter is cool, but you also have to have adjustability and also trust. So while you're adjusting, you got to trust it and let it rip. that is how we adjust to some of our weaknesses. Mine in particular was probably the front shoulder. So this angled net right here, it allows for the ball to travel in a weirder, more awkward angle for the hitter, which then makes anything at this point go around the ball and hit it right to the strong side, the left side. So that means we're gonna have to let this ball travel just a little deeper, right around this area, and then we can kapow it. Just don't do what he just did. He's a beacher. Don't freak out over a bad game or a bad at bat. Just take your stuff off, batting gloves, place it down. Don't be slamming your shit. Just ungear, because you got a little while to wait, right? That's the problem with baseball, is that we got to wait 8 batters before we get to hit again. Not to get off topic here, just go find somebody nice to sit next to, and get ready for your next at bat.
Were you seeing the ball good?
I was seeing it great, man. Don't sit next to those guys. All right, maybe do it so they can make you laugh.
You're a whole lot out there in the batter's box.
Definitely don't sit next to those guys. Which takes me right to this next one, and that's called try again. So maybe wearing a long sleeve wasn't a good idea because it's hot. Look at this tan, bro. It's like my body is white and my arms are black. So yeah, just keep on keeping on, boys. And whether you hit a home run or strikeout, just try again, man. Next pitch. So what? Next pitch. It's a philosophy that you should go by. And the pitch that just happened doesn't matter anymore. It's the next pitch. So yeah, learn what pitches you need to lay off, or in my case, swing at more. Continue to learn that, and then just keep trying, keep going. But one thing is for sure, I'ma keep getting into my spots. I hope you guys are too. Continue getting into your spots. Continue taking your A swings. Until next time, man. I hope I see y'all at the next video. Let's get it. You already know what time it is. Time is now.